for all our school kids. And when they run these pilot programs, they find that 10% of our students really need help with these psychotropic drugs. That's the kind of drug regulation that we need. We need to stop that. Is rather fascinating, not only in the idea of personal choices and states' rights, but also the stupid complications that come from it. So what do? We talk about our energy problems. What do we do? Because the government's too much involved. They subsidize one form of energy and they prohibit the other form of energy. They put roadblocks in front of nuclear energy and then they go and subsidize raising corn to make ethanol, which doesn't make any economic sense. The Brazilians know how to make ethanol from sugarcane, and they can actually sell us ethanol made in Brazil cheaper than we can make it from corn in this country. But what happened? We put a tariff on it to punish you so they get to pay more for it. But there is a better source of ethanol, and it happens to be hemp. Founders were great. They knew how important freedom of choice is and how valuable the marketplace is. Government bureaucrats and politicians are incapable of making correct economic decisions. They're capable of only making mistakes. This whole notion that the federal government has to tell us, what we can eat and drink and smoke leads to some other silly things. Because today, can you believe this? Can you believe that the federal government has regulations on the delivery of raw milk?
Yep. Can't find it.
Now that is real dangerous, giving you that much freedom that you can make up your own mind about whether or not you can drink whole milk. But there are restrictions and restraints, and it just goes on and on. And it comes from the concession that we need a little bit of government or a little bit of welfare. I've heard so many times over the years that, yes, I'm opposed to this welfare system, I'm opposed to this, unless you need it. But if you concede it and say, well, there's only a few people that need it, and there has to be a safety net. The problem with that argument is you assume it's going to be a small percentage of people that are going to get the help, but you've conceded 100% of the principle. Then what happens is if there's something that comes for free, you subsidize something, you get more of it, and it leads to the devastating complications of what a welfare society comes to. But not only that, is so often the good motivations, the moral high ground that the other side so often have, doesn't work out. It doesn't really help those people, whether it's domestic welfare or national and foreign welfare. What it generally helps are the people who are in power and in control of the corporations. If you have a housing program, and we just witnessed what happens when the government gets involved in directing housing money and now investment through the Federal Reserve. So what they do is they end up doing the same thing over again, and what we need to do is break up the cycle and say that we have to stop this, because if not, it'll